Well, good evening, everybody. From up here in Greenwood High School, the Trojans have come up here to meet these Greenwood Wildcats. Both teams coming into tonight's ball game with identical 4-0 records in league play. So the Trojans looking to maintain their winning ways here in the TVL, and the Greenwood Wildcats, of course, at the outset here, ready to drop the Trojans, give them their first loss. So we're going to find out as we progress here now, and we'll see how things go. It's going to be a rough and tumble ball game. You can bet on it. We'll have the national anthem, and then we'll be right back with the opening tip-off of tonight's ball game. Notice the Trojans in their new uniforms, looking good. Trojans will start Alec Peters tonight, number 5, along with Warner, Antes, Shiley, and Markle. So here we go, the opening tip-off, about to get our ball game underway. For the hometown Wildcats, they will send out Savercool. He's their big gun, number 31, along with Roush. Let's see who we have here. We have Ritzman, number 32. Number 25 is Burns. And 42 is Roush. And who did I miss in here? 12, Swartzlander. So we're set to go now as the fellas have greeted one another here at center court. And we're set for tonight's action. It should be a heck of a ball game. Big crowd here again, as you can imagine, every time these two teams meet. And it seems like it's always a very important ball game when they do meet. And tonight is, of course, no exception. There's a pass inside, tipped away, picked up in there by Peters, and back with it comes Warner for UD. So Trojans with the steal there. Warner taking it on the right wing, inside here for Shiley. Now out the wing it goes again for Warner. Looks outside here for Antes. Antes takes it inside, looking for 2. It is good. Justin Antes, who gets dumped making the attempt, but Justin Antes starting it out as he has so many times this year for the first 2 points of the ball game for UD. This is that Savercool. Across the timeline, he'll dump it. Now back out for Savercool. This is Burns. Over the wing over there. Inside he'll go to Savercool. His shot, no good. Turnaround shot, blocked away nicely by Markle. Picked up by the Trojans, and back they come. Austin Markle with a big defensive play that time. Here's Austin with it. Austin's going to drive it to the paint. Puts a shot up and in. Good. Austin Markle for 2. And Burns will bring it back now for the Greenwood here at Millerstown, that is. Here's a pass underneath, stolen away by Markle, who leaped up to knock it down. Great defensive action when you got Markle into the ballgame, looking for 2. Shiley, good. It's 6-0, and timeout called by Coach Hauser. Coach looking him over. It is 6-0. UDA with an early rush here, and we'll be right back. Good defensive play on this end. Good offensive completion on the other end of the court. Greenwood timeout is over. They'll inbound the basketball here as Burns has it. He and Savercool play it in the backcourt. This is Savercool and Burns. Over there for that Savercool on the wing. There's Swartzlander. Swartzlander double team. Fires it over here. Tipped away nicely by the Trojans, but picked up in there by Roush. And now they'll spin it back here for Burns. But again, the Trojans doing some good defensive work out here. Into the corner it goes. They'll take it inside here. Shot looking for 2. It is no good. Rebounded inside here, and another shot put up, no good. Final try and a foul called. Push foul will be called on UD. Well, that time it was Ritzman, number 32, in there bombing away at it. Had 3 tries, couldn't get anything to go down, but finally he is fouled by Austin Markle. He'll pick up his first. And Ritzman will go to the foul line shooting 2. Well, Ritzman made his first one. Here's his second try. It is in and out, no good. Rebounded here to Shiley. Trojans lifting it up here for Antes. Antes on the right wing. Passing out in front here for Warner. Warner trying to make a move inside. Lost the handle on it. Picked up here by Antes. Antes from way outside for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down inside here to 42 Roush, and back with it come the Greenwood boys. Here's a shot from outside for 2 is good. That's that Roush for 2. It's a 6-3 ball game. There's Markle. Markle spinning it here. Now they'll push it out in front. Peters throws it over in the wing. Here's Andis jumping up for a little 12-footer. It is no good. Rebound comes down inside control to the Wildcats, and so Greenwood now getting a break as the Trojans miss a couple of chances here. This is Schwartzlander outside for three to tie up the ball game. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in there nicely by Peters. He'll push it up ahead here for Warner. Warner taking it inside, tries an 8-foot one off the glass. No good. Rebound comes back this way. Picked up here by that Sabercool. Hey, nearly tipped out of his hands and then looked like it went back court. I guess it was tipped back court. No, they say it was tipped back. Coach Calnon asking the official over there explaining it to him right now. And anyway, this is Schwartzlander. Inside he goes here for Roush for two. It's good. Then it's a 6-5 ball game now, so all of a sudden they're back. Here comes Andis looking for two. It's good. The quick outlet pass to Justin Andis gives the Trojans a 3-point lead back now. It's 8-5 UD. As Burns will bring it down court for Greenwood. Shot on the run by Sabercool, good for two. 8-7. Ball blocked away on the inbounds play. It's going to be picked up here, and Shiley will take it up court for UD. Dropping it back here for Markle. Austin trying to make a move inside, dropping it back over here for Shiley. Shiley will take it inside, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound over there by Peters, not good. And on the rebound, it's going to be controlled here to Greenwood. There's that Sabercool coming up the court, rolls it out of bounds off the leg of one of the Trojans. 55, Phil Stroop coming into the ballgame. Straub up here. It's an away game. He's Phil Straub tonight. Anyway, Burns will inbound the ball for the Wildcats. They spin it on the perimeter. Sabercool in the wing. Spin it here for that Schwartzlander. Now Burns has it. Here's a shot from outside for two. It's good for three. They gave him three. And all of a sudden the Trojans trail by two. They had led by 6, now trail by 2. Oh, they're going to call a charge foul on Warner, and Coach Calnon will call a timeout. It'll be a short timeout, but the score now, with 3:16 remaining in the first quarter, it's Greenwood 10, UDA 8. Greenwood inbounding here after the Trojan timeout. 54 Raycamp into the ball game for the Greenwood Wildcats. This is Raycamp with it. Into the corner they'll go. Here's Sabercool from outside for three. It's good. Sabercool, there's their big gun, as I might have mentioned earlier. And it's now a 13-8 ball game. The Trojans trail by 5. Warner coming up court with it. He'll take it across the timeline into the corner here for Markle. Markle trying to race in, looking for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down there, Sabercool. Well, that one just rolled off the front edge. They go back outside. Here's a shot from the side for three. Is no good. Goes up behind everything, so it'll be UD ball. It was Richmond trying a three. But the Trojans need to come back and get a couple here, as Marco will inbound the ball. Does so over here for Antes, and the Wildcats drop back now. Antes bringing it up court. Over the wing over there for Stroop, or Straub. Straub will dribble it a couple of times, picking it back here for Antes. 2:10 left in the quarter. Nice bounce pass here for Shiley for two. It's good. Well, Shiley was stationed there, doesn't drive it to the hoop. Just stands there about 6 feet out, poised, and puts it in. It's 13-10. Trojans trail by 3. Over the near side goes Sabercool, dumps it inside, but they're going to have to bring it back out. There's Raycamp for that Richmond 32. Minute 35 left in the first quarter. Raycamp dropping it over this wing. Now as the Trojans keep a good defense going. They find Sabercool here, or rather Richmond here in the corner. Here's a Pass inside. Nope, they'll drop it back. 14-foot try, no good. And a rebound and a foul called, push foul, will be called on the Greenwood Wildcats. I believe Roush is going to pick up the foul. Yeah, he is. Roush picks up his first personal foul, the team's first. And it'll be inbounded here by the Trojans with 1:10 left. After we have a check here of a leg pad here. This is Raycamp. They're checking out here with some kind of a pad he has on his knee, and they're going to figure out whether it's legal or not. I guess they say it is. So Trojans will inbound the basketball here for Antes. Antes down the court for UD. For Warner. Here's Markle with it. Out front. Justin Antes with it. Justin wants to move it inside. Couldn't do it. Picked over there to Warner. Warner looking in. Nice pass inside. Tipped away. Stolen here by. Wasn't such a nice pass after all. Stolen here by the Greenwood. Then it goes on the floor. Ball's tipped. Stolen away this time. Markle coming back with it. Oh, he lost the handle on it. Stops and pops. Wouldn't go. And the ball loose out here. It's got to come back this way as Stroop has it. 30 seconds remaining. Here's a shot from the wing for three. Wouldn't go. Rebounded nice and strongly underneath there for two. It's good. That's Markle going up, getting the basket. He's fouled to go to the line with a chance to tie up the ball game. Now it's 12-13, 13-12. Greenwood. Austin at the line, shooting one to get three. The foul was on Raycamp, his first. And Austin at the line to see if he can tie up this ball game with just 23.4 seconds, and he did, remaining here in the first quarter. So we're all tied at 13. Saver cool. Over in the wing he goes. Inside they'll spin it to that Roush guy. Now back outside. Raycamp. Roush with it, looking inside. Clock down to 6 seconds. They're going to make a drive. He pushes it back outside. Shot is good for three by Raycamp. And that makes it a 16-13 ball game at the end of one quarter of play. Well, they worked it around, didn't get anything underneath, but shot a three in, and it was good. Okay, second period action. It's underway here with the Trojans getting the advantage of inbounding the basketball to begin the second quarter. Starting five in there again, which includes Alec Peters, along with Antis, Markle, Warner, and Shiley. This is Peters with it on the wing. Looping right underneath for two. It's no good. And then out of bounds, it's going to go off the Trojans, they say. So the Trojans, early on here now in the beginning of the ball game, are missing a lot of peepers underneath. That time it was Antis that missed that one. So there's a nice play. Here's the ball stolen away, picked up in here by the Trojans. Here comes Warner. Warner over in the wing. Justin Antes with it. Antes takes it inside, goes to put a shot up. He's fouled. And Justin will go to the line, shooting two. Ryan Raycamp picks up his second personal foul as Antis goes to the line shooting two. His first one, no good. For the Trojans, a little cold at moments up here on this end of the court. We'll see if Justin can put his second try in here now. It is no good. Missed a pair. Rebound tapped around inside there and out of bounds it goes. They're going to stay up here. So that's unusual. You hardly ever see Justin miss two free throws. And the Trojans missing some peepers inside as Raycamp checks out of the ball game. Schwartzlander back in there for the Wildcats. Justin Antis will inbound the basketball for UD. For Shiley. Tried to go inside, tapped out of there. Roush got a hand on it. And it'll be UD inbounding again. This time it'll be Warner inbounding the basketball for the Trojans. Does so here for Shiley. Back out here. Now they'll swing it. Antes out in front. Antes looking for three. Just off the mark. Rebound inside. Tapped around. Controlled inside to Peters. He's fouled. Alec will go to the line shooting two. Alec doing some good rebounding inside on Andy's shot. And Alec at the line shooting two. No, he won't. No, they're going to say he's not shooting. Whoa, he was not shooting. The crowd over here, the Trojan crowd, doesn't believe that. But they're not going to allow Alec to shoot. Here's Andes for two. No good. He's fouled. Nope. You got Alec Peters picking up a foul, pushing off on the shot. It's his first for Alec. And back with it come those Wildcats. Savercool here for that Burns. Savercool double teamed out at the timeline. Now he'll take it all the way for two. It's good. He's fouled. Peters will pick up the foul. And Savercool will go to the line and see if he can get three out of this. Alec picks up his second personal foul, and Strout back into the ball game for UDA. Trojans trailing by 5, and nope, that's it. Okay, rebounded in there nicely to Shiley. He'll loop it ahead here for Andes. And Andes coming back for UD. Into the corner for Stroop. Stroop loops it inside here for Markle for two. It's good. A nice pass inside from Strout to Markle for two. 18-15. Savercool and Burns playing with it. Savercool into the wing over there it goes. This is at Ritzman. Ritzman is double teamed underneath, but he gets a nice pass inside here for two. Missed the shot. Markle with the rebound. Throw it away over here almost, and then he will. So Markle fired that one up court here, looking for Warner, who was breaking up court, but Warner was turned the wrong way, wasn't looking for the pass. And so the Trojans squander an opportunity to close the gap to one, but it's still a three-point ball game for the Greenwood Wildcats. Ooh, man, near steal out there. Over the wing. Ritzman near side here. Here's Savercool for three. No good. Rebound on the far side comes down there to that Ritzman, however. Here's a bounce pass inside. Blocked out of there nicely. Stroop got a hand on that one. Stroop with a big hand on that one. Gets a big hand from the Trojan crowd here, as he just blocked that shot by Savercool all over the place. Here's Ritzman again. Wanting to go inside to Roush, but can't do it. Ritzman's got it here for Burns. Here's Ritzman with it. Burns. Inside. Turnaround shot. No good. Rebounded in there to Markle. So the Trojans now with an opportunity to come back and get to within one, and we can get a bucket here. Here's Antes taking it inside for two. Short. Rebounded, put up, no good. Rebound tipped up, no good. And on the floor it goes. It's going to be tied up. Wow. So what are we doing here, missing these keepers inside? And it'll be out of bounds for Greenwood. So, geez, just not doing well on this end of the court right at the moment. Getting the shots, but just not going down. So it'll be Greenwood inbounding after a little bit of floor maintenance here. Get some sweat off the floor. Okay, so Savercool inbound the ball for Greenwood. Burns and Savercool back here. Savercool picking it up for Burns. Burns will pick it back here to Savercool. Looping it over here near wing. Here goes that Ritzman and a foul call. Foul will be on Shiley. The team's fifth, and for Shiley it will be his first. And Greenwood would inbound the ball here on the wing. 5:20 left here in the first half of the ball game. Burns out in front. This is Schwarzenegger. Here's a shot from outside for three. Good by Savercool. Savercool is cool. He can fire those threes up there. And, of course, in the home court advantage gives him a really good chance to make them. Here comes Warner, but they're going to say he carried it. It got tangled up. The Trojans not looking good at the moment, trailed by 6 with 5:01 remaining in the first half. And Savercool will inbound the ball for Greenwood. Ritzman with it on the baseline. Ritzman still has it, trying to cut it inside, couldn't do it. Schwartzlander trying to move it inside, ball on the floor, and it's going to be stolen away, picked off in there by Andes. And back come the Trojans with it. Andes bounces it on the baseline, shot for Shiley by Shiley for two, no good. Rebounded back here. So the Trojans cold on that end right now. It is chilly outside. It's even colder in here right now for the Trojans. Here's Ritzman. Swartzlander pushing it in the corner here for Sabercool. 4:10 left in the half. Swartzlander goes over to wing. Burns. Ritzman tries this side of the court. Circles underneath, pushes it back outside. Inside they go with it. Ball came loose, picked off again. But will the Trojans capitalize? Let's find out. This is Antes with it. Antes moving it back out here for Warner. Warner right underneath it, goes here for a shot. Before the shot, they're going to call the foul on the floor before the shot. So Shiley will not be shooting. It'll be inbounded by the Trojans. And that's going to let Warner inbound the basketball for UDA. Loop it right inside here, but a little bit too high for that one. Here's Markle. Markle out here for Antes. Antes back here for Markle. Markle will try to take it in. Had a slip off of him, bounced right into Sabercool, and back with it comes that Swartzlander. Here's Ritzman. Near wing over here, Swartzlander. Ritzman over in the left wing. Swartzlander again with it here for Burns. Burns wants to do something with it, takes it inside. Ritzman wants to go to the bucket, can't do it. Here's a drive down the paint. They swing it over in the wing. Here's a shot from the wing for three. It is good. Sabercool with another three, and it's 24-15. Now the Trojans drop back by 9. Here comes the Trojans with it. Pushing it over the wing. Shot from over there for three. It's good by Justin Antes. Hits a three. It's 24-18. The margin back to 6 here for the Greenwood Wildcats. Pass over to near wing. Here's a shot for three. It's way off the mark. Rebounded underneath there. However, a shot put up, blocked away. Back with it come the Trojans. Can close the gap to 4. Here's Markle for 2. It's good. Well, the Trojans get back rolling now. It's 24-20 with 2:18 remaining in the first half. Had the Trojans put some of those people as they lost in there, we would be awfully close to leading this ball game. Oh, that looked like backcourt. No call. Here's Ritzman. Sabercool pushing it outside here. Burns. Sabercool. Swartzlander. Burns. Sabercool. Ritzman. Here's Burns. Minute 40 left in the first half. They're surely not trying to slow it down. They're trying to lull the Trojans to sleep here and try to get one of their big guys cutting around underneath. Sabercool with it. Over the wing here, now back out front for Sabercool. Antes guarding him. Double guarding, but doesn't do any good. Over in the wing. Looking for that guy to cut. Well, nobody cutting underneath yet. Minute 10 left now. There's Sabercool picking it up over the wing. That's Roush. Roush, and 5 seconds, or timeout called rather. Timeout called by Greenwood with 58. So they burnt nearly a full minute off the clock that time, and they called timeout. With 58.8 or 59 seconds remaining, they'll have the ball when we come back. Well, the Greenwood timeout is over, and they surely did stall it down, and they'll stall some more here now with 35 seconds remaining. Or 55, rather. This is Roush. Dropping it over here is a drive to the hoop for 2. It's no good. Rebound comes down there. However, the shot put up again, no good. Rebound here to Shiley. Shiley will spin it away. The Trojans with a chance to come back and get to within 2. 35 seconds remaining. 33 and 32 and so forth. Now Antes will play it down for the Trojans. Maybe they'd like to go in trailing by just 2. Markle. Markle out in front. Bouncing it over there for Warner. Kyle. With Roush on him, or with, that's not Roush anyway. Here's Shiley with it. Shiley looping it over there. No baseline. Shot put up. No good. Rebound comes back inside here, though. And it's going to be the buzzer. So the Trojans messed that play up. Never got anything out of it. So it's a 4-point ball game. At the end of one half of our ball game, it's UDA, or rather Greenwood, 24, and the Trojans 20.
Don't forget Greenwood. Wildcat Athletic.
The teams are back now, of course, for the second half of play, and the Trojans will have the advantage of inbounding the basketball to begin the second half here at Greenwood. So we need the Trojans to get on the board on this first possession, narrow that gap, and then let's see what happens from there on in. It's going to be a raucous ending to this ball game, you can bet. Ball comes back here to Warner. Warner will spin it across the timeline, picks it up, spins it over there for Shiley. Shiley looping it underneath here for a shot by Markle, wouldn't go. Return, the shot is blocked out of his hand. So the Trojans again missed an opportunity there, but they still have the basketball. So let's see if we can get a play going here now that results in some points. Shot by Markle from the wing, no good. Rebound comes down there to Savercool, and back with it come the Greenwood Wildcats. Knocked out of there by Andes, but it'll be inbounded by the Wildcats. Savercool will inbound for Greenwood. Time momentarily called, something on the court. Okay, he got it off. Now we're ready to go. Burns. Here for that Savercool. Into the corner it goes. 32 is Ritzman. Now inside. Wants to bounce it over here. And a shot and a foul. Foul, no. 3-second call. Good officiating by this guy that time. Yeah. Hauser doesn't believe it, but this guy here, oh yeah, good job. Well, now maybe that'll inspire the boys. I don't know what it's going to take, but we need to get some offense going here. 20 points we've scored in a little better than half a ball game. That is not good. Andes will bring it up court with Savercool guarding on him. Over here for Warner. Into the wing it goes. Shiley with it. Shiley looking inside, nothing doing there for Markle. Here's Warner. Over in the wing. Here comes Andes driving it in. Lost the handle on it. Comes over here to Stroop. Phil Stroop will push it back outside here. Here's Andes pushing it on the wing. Shot from outside by Warner. Wouldn't go. Ball tapped back out this way, and Savercool has it. So the drought remains here for UD. Oh, there's a ball out of bounds. It's going to stay up here, they say. Phil Stroop trying to track it down, but couldn't quite grab it. And so it'll be inbounded here by Burns of Greenwood. Roush pushing it out here. Now they go on the other wing. Savercool for three. It's good. Savercool with another three. And it's a 7-point ball game. Here comes Warner taking it coast to coast. He has it blocked out of there. Inside goes Andes for two. Wouldn't go. And timeout. We've got Warner down on the floor, and he is injured. Might have injured that ankle or foot or hip or something. I'm not sure. He went down pretty hard. And he looks like he's probably going to be okay. He's going to remain in the ball game. But he's a hurting pup right now. And so are the Trojans as they now trail by 7. Can't get behind with these guys. Not any further than this anyway. For sure. Savercool over there and drive to the paint for two. It's good. Bucket's good. 29-20. Trojans drop back by 9. Here comes Justin Andes with it. The Trojan offense just having a miserable night. Here's Andes with it, trying to take it through here. Puts a shot up short. Rebound tipped around. Control here to Stroop. Stroop for two. Wouldn't go. And on the rebound, we got a foul called underneath on the Trojans. So it's one of those shake your head nights so far. 26 minutes remaining in the third period. All kinds of time remaining, but Trojans just with some horrible shooting. Foul was on Stroop that time, his first. And Greenwood would inbound the ball. Up here for that Schwartzlander. Schwartzlander down the wing, stopping, dropping it back. Sabercool. Now they'll go inside with it here. Nope, bounce it on the baseline. He fakes once, picks it up. Swartzlander roll it back here, nobody here. And so the Trojans get the basketball. Andes will inbound. That somebody's going to talk to somebody about something. I don't know if they're going to complain about the fans down here or what's going to happen. This ref called the timeout, and he's going to go down here and talk to, I think, a fan down here or something. I'm not sure. One of the kids down here, I guess, are carrying on. They're going to take this kid out of here. I'm not sure who it is, but he's from Upper Dauphin. He has an Upper Dauphin shirt on. So anyway, all right, now it'll be inbounded. Apparently he said something to the official. And in this by his ace lawyer here, Mr. Weaver. Okay. We'll inbound the ball here now. We do. And the Trojans got to go to work. Now quit playing around, boys. Let's do something here. We need 9. Stretching it here for Shiley. Shiley looking over here for Stroop. Stroop from outside, 16-foot try. It's good. Well, Phil Stroop takes the lid off of that 20-point bucket. Makes it a 22-29 ball game. And back with it come the Greenwood Wildcats. Now if we can hold them down defensively here. This is that Swartzlander. Swartzlander from outside didn't take the shot. Burns will, however, and it's off the mark. Rebounded in there to the, well, let's see, picked up by UD. Then it's coming over here for Warner. Kyle, watch the Kyle, 15-foot try. No good. Rebounded in there to Sabercool. Doggone it. Here's Burns up the court for that Swartzlander. Sabercool with it. Sabercool out front. Bounce pass inside, back outside it goes. Swartzlander with it. Here for a pass on the near side here. Here goes Sabercool in for 2. It's good. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. Ray Camp into the game for the Greenwood Wildcats. Sabercool, the line shooting 1, and he has not got the one that time. The rebound comes down there nicely to Andes. The Trojans come back now trailing by 9. Over the wing it goes for Shiley on the baseline. I'll move it out on the wing a little bit. Here's Andes from way outside for 3, just off the mark. Rebound comes down inside. Let's see, controlled here to Roush, and back up court come the Greenwood Wildcats. Roush over there for a Sabercool. Pushing it off here for Roush again. Turnaround shot, good. Turnaround shot, good. Here comes Warner up the court with it. Burns guarding him to the wing. Inside here for Markle. Now inside Phil Stroop. Stroop for 2. It is good. So Phil got 1 to hop up and go down the bucket. And the Trojans trail now by 9. 33-24. This is that Ritzman. Ritzman working it around out here. Still has it. Now he'll drop it back here for Roush. This is Sabercool with it. Back in the corner here for that pass across. Oh my, guys alone. Shot, no good. Rebound tapped out here, and Andes has it. Bounce pass over there intended for Markle is knocked out of bounds as Burns hustled back here and knocked it out of there for Greenwood. And so it'll be Warner inbounding the ball for UDA with 2:52 left here in a pretty fast-moving third quarter. They'll push it back outside here. Now he can get that no matter what. This is Markle coming up court with it. The Trojans have 5-on-4 if they hurry. Nice pass inside for Shiley. His shot wouldn't go, and a foul will be called on Justin Shiley. Trying to follow up the shot he missed. made Justin mad. He went in and fouled. 2:24 remaining. And it'll be inbounded here by Greenwood. It's Straub they called it on. Phil Stroop, they called it on Stroop. He picked up 3. I thought it was Shiley, especially the way Shiley was reacting. So they called it on Stroop. This is Ray Camp. Ray Camp pushing it back out here for that Burns. Burns near side here for a pass inside, tipped around, out of bounds. It's going to go. They're going to say it was tipped by UD. Ball game for Greenwood. Peters back in there for UDA. Here's Smith for Burns. 2 minutes 5 seconds remaining here in the third. Smith will give it over there to Roush. On the wing it goes. Now back out in front here. Here's Ray Camp. Ray Camp trying to take it over to baseline. He does. And if the ball's going to go out of bounds, they're going to say it was tipped by UD. Minute 52 left in the third. Trojans trailing by 9. And Sabercool will inbound the ball. Okay, set to go. 1:52 left. Inside it comes here for Roush, and then they'll get it back outside. Now back in for Roush. Roush faking once. Looked like a walk. Nope, he tries to throw it underneath there. It's going to be UD ball. Tried to hit Ray Camp with it, but his pass too strong and out of the hands of Ray Camp, and so back with it come the Trojans now. Justin Antes dropping it here for Warner. Warner for Shiley. Shiley for Warner. Warner for a shot put up there by Justin Antes is good. So Antes gets 2. 26-33, 33-26, 7-point margin. Sabercool wrapping it all the way up to the hoop for 2. It's good. Sabercool takes it all the way. And on the other end, here comes Antes looking for 3. It's good. Justin Antes for 3. So it's now 29-35. Here comes that fella. Oh, a charge will be called. Yes, sir. And is staying there and taking the charge. Big charge foul on Ray Camp. Ryan Ray Camp will pick up his 3rd. And UD will inbound the basketball. So let's see if the Trojans can start the offense going here now. Here comes Justin Antes. Trojans trailing by 6. Inside of a minute to play. In fact, down to 43 seconds. Here's Antes with it. Rolls it back outside here for Warner. Warner will take it inside looking for 2. No good. Rebound comes on the near wing, and Warner will track it down and let it go out of bounds. It'll be UD ball. 32, Tyler Ritzman back in there for the Wildcats. Sabercool checks out of the ball game for Coach Hauser. And Antes will inbound the ball for UD. 34 seconds remaining in the third. Push it back out here now for Markle. Markle pushing it here for Antes. Clock down to 23 seconds. Justin picks it up and takes it over there for Warner. 16 seconds. 13 seconds. 12. Here's Peters. Peters into the corner. He goes with it. Now they'll dump it inside here for a fake and then a tie-up. On the tie-up, it's going to be turned over. So the Trojans having absolutely no luck tonight at all. Trail by 6 with 5.2 seconds remaining in the third. Worked it around, run the clock down, and then get jammed underneath. Well, that's going to do it as the period will come to an end. This is good if it goes. Nope, no good. So at the end of 3, the Trojans drop back now by 2 more. It was 4 at the halftime. Now it's 6. It's 35-29 Greenwood. We'll be right back with the final 8 in just a moment. Okay, here we go. The final quarter of play here at Greenwood. The Trojans winning streak in jeopardy at the moment. Trailing by 6. It's a pass underneath for Markle for 2. It's good. Nice pass that time. Gets the score down to 4. If we could just get these guys to quit playing on these threes up here, this darn Savercool. Every time the Trojans kind of get up close, then Savercool will. Here's a ball stolen away by Andes. Andes looking for two. It's good. Justin Andes brings the Trojans back to within two. It's 35-33. And Greenwood coming up court with the Trojan Troopers starting to hoop it up over here now, as they can smell a change coming. Here's Savercool with it. Savercool inside, came over there for a shot, blocked away. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Phil Stroop. They're going to call a push foul on Phil, and that's going to send Roush to the foul line, shooting two for the Greenwood Wildcats. Now he can miss a couple here, but for Strout, it is his. Oh, let's see. The foul was on Andes. It wasn't on Strout. I beg your pardon. Foul was on Andes. First shot, good. 36-33. And here's Roush's second try. It is no good. Rebounded in there nicely by Shiley. Bringing it back over here for Andes. Andes stopping, dropping it out front. 36-33. Here's Warner with it. Back here for Andes. Andes once again a three to tie it up. Nope, just off the mark. Rebound on the far side. Controlled, however, to the, well, the Trojans saved it inbounds, but it came back here to Greenwood. 6:48 left in the ball game. This is Savercool on a wing over here. Ritzman. Ritzman wants to make a move. Can't do it. Out here for that Swartzlander. And then Roush. They'll push it here for Burns. He was going to load up and fire one, but he didn't. Savercool's got it. Drops it back here now for that. Let's see. Heck of a move there. Good move by Ritzman, and the ball on the other end of the court thrown away by the Trojans, and back they come. So it's 38-33. 6 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Roll it over here for Savercool. Near wing it comes for that Ritzman. Ritzman takes it over in a wing. Shot from over there for three. It is no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul called on the Greenwood Wildcats as they went over top of Warner. I'll tell you, Kyle's taking a beating out there. And they got a discussion here by the officials. And we're going to see who's going to call it in. He's going to call it on Ritzman. Team second, Ritzman his first. Trojans will inbound the ball. Here's Warner. Kyle bringing it up court. Across the timeline he goes. Spins it over there into the corner. They'll go with it. Stroop looking for something to happen. Pushes it back outside here. Warner from outside for three. That's short. Rebounded right in here to Savercool, and back up court come the Wildcats. 5.5 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Trojans trailing by 5. Roush dumps it over there for Burns. Burns underneath with a pass and a shot and a walk first. Savercool walked with it. Markle was in there to defend on it, but Savercool went for a walk. So the Trojans with a chance to get back to within 3 with a bucket here. Here comes Warner. What are they going to call? They're going to call a charge foul. They're going to call a charge foul on Warner. Okay, I guess the defender wasn't moving, huh? I never heard of that. Anyway, Burns will inbound the ball. Burns inbounding for the Wildcats. Out here for Savercool. Savercool for 3 more. It's good. Savercool's a pure three-point shooter, and timeout called by the Trojans. It's 41-33. Trojans trailing by 8, and we'll be right back. Trojan timeout is over. They'll put the ball in play now with 5:08 left here in the ball game. They trail by 9, or by 8 rather. Warner bringing it up court for the Trojans. Over in the wing it goes for Stroop. Stroop back outside. Warner. Here's Andes looking for a long 2. That's good for 2. 3. They gave him 3. All right. I thought he was in, but he wasn't. He gave him 3. And again, it's back to 5 points. Here's Burns rolling it across here now. Inside they go with it. Roush for 2. No good. Rebound tapped around in there. Roush controls it. Spins around, puts a shot up and in. Good. Roush for 2 more for the Wildcats. Long pass down here for Markle. Markle on the baseline, went underneath a little too far. Then the return shot put up and a foul called. And Antis will go to the line shooting 2. The foul will be on Savercool. That will be his second, I believe. No, third. They say his first. Okay, it's his first then. Here's Antis to shoot. Savercool picked up his first. Justin's first try, good. 37-43, 6-point ball game. Second shot by Justin is short, off the front. Rebound comes down here and it's tied up. On a tie-up, it'll be Greenwood ball. So they will inbound the ball. Trojans trying to protect on the inbounds play. Savercool's got it, picks it up, pushes it back here for Burns. Burns will push it back here for Savercool. Savercool going up court with it. And let's see, he'll stop and drop it there for that pass over here right outside. Shot put up, partially blocked away. Return shot put up, stolen away by the Trojans, and back they come. A good effort that time by UD. He'll roll it over here for Warner. Warner near side here for Antis, into the corner. Phil Stroop with it. Stroop back outside. Here's Warner for 3. Off the mark all the way. Rebounded inside here, and then they're going to throw it out of bounds. Markle trying to save it inside on Phil's shot that didn't hit anything. 3.5 minutes, 3:34 remaining here in the ball game. So the Trojans, when they get the steal, got to come down here and get some points. And it just ain't happening, like they say. Savercool across the timeline, over in the wing, brings it out front. These guys will slow it down if they can. This is Ritzman looping it back here for Savercool. Ritzman again with it. Stroop trying to guard on him. Shot from over here for 2. No good. Rebounded right there, however, to those Greenwood Wildcats. Pushing it inside. Here's Roush on the baseline for 2. Knocked out of there nicely by Antis. But it'll be inbounded by the Greenwood Wildcats. Greenwood calls a timeout at that point, and Greenwood will be inbounding the basketball when we get back to play here. Leading by 6, 43-37. Well, Ray Camp will get ready to inbound the basketball for the Greenwood Wildcats now, following their timeout. Looping it back here. From the side for 3, no good. Rebounded in there, however, to that Roush, who was standing right in the right spot, and that ball came right down to him. Here comes Warner back with it. Warner has it blocked away, picked up over here by the Greenwood Wildcats. Roush over in the wing, shot from out. Nope, he didn't shoot it. Here's Roush with it. Back here for that Ritzman. On the tie-up, it's going to be UD ball. 45-37, an 8-point margin. 2.5 minutes remaining. And Trojans will inbound here for Warner. 2:28. There's Shiley with it. Shiley looping it back here for Warner. Warner looking for something to happen inside. Here's Antis trying to take it in. Lost the handle on it. Picks it up out here in three-point land. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded inside there to the Greenwood Wildcats. And we've got 2:10 remaining. Ooh, near steal out there. Here's Savercool with it. Savercool jostling around with it. Here's a play on the baseline. No good. Return shot. Good. So the Trojans drop back by 10 now, and we've got a minute and 50 seconds. So it's going to take a minor or a major miracle here. Here's Andes for three. It's good. And timeout called by Coach Calnan. So it's 47-40 with 1:43 remaining in the ball game. Timeout, UDA. Okay, Greenwood will inbound the basketball with 1:43 remaining. .140. We'll keep an eye on the clock, which is easy to do here because it's on the other side of the court. You can see it easily enough. Push foul called on Antis. Team 6 non-shooting. Minute and a half remaining. And Sabercool, who has had a heck of a night shooting those threes out there, has played a great ball game for the Greenwood Wildcats, will inbound the basketball. And here we go. Pushing it back here for that Raycamp. Raycamp picking it up. Nearly stolen away, but grabbed in there by the Wildcats. Roush, and he's fouled. The foul will be on Warner with 1:18 left here in the ball game. And that's going to send Roush to the foul line. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Roush shooting a 1-and-1. First shot. Good. 48-40 with a minute 18 remaining. And here's his second try, and it is good. 49-40. Trojans drop back by 9 in the final minute and 15 seconds. Here's Warner. Stolen away, and then out of bounds it goes. Raycamp with, or Sabercool with the steal, but out of bounds it went. So it'll be inbounded by UDA. .111 left. Dropping it over in the wing, but threw it back a little bit too far. Here's Andes from way out for three. It's good. Justin Andes for three, and timeout called immediately by the Trojans with 59 seconds remaining, and UDA trailing by 6. Greenwood would have the ball when we come back. Sabercool to inbound the basketball now with a minute left in the game, and a foul. Foul will be on Andes, and the shooter will be Raycamp, shooting a 1-and-1. So let's see if Raycamp can miss this first one. The Trojans can get a rebound in here and come back and get some points, maybe a 2, maybe a 3. Here's his first try. It is no good. Rebound tipped around in there. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be UD ball. Good call. Good call. Went off of Roush. So the Trojans with 56 seconds, 55.9. And here's the inbounds play here for Andes. Justin goes across the court here for Markle. Here's Andes. Andes looking for three. It is good. And Justin Andes brings the Trojans to within 3. Up the court it goes, a foul. Again, a foul will be on Andes. And again, Roush will be at the line. Or Raycamp, rather, will be at the line shooting another big 1-and-1. So we've got 38 seconds remaining in a 3-point ball game. And let's see if Roush can miss this, or Raycamp can miss this one, and the Trojans can come back and get this game tied up. Let's see what happens. Here's Raycamp's first shot. It is no good. Rebound goes back here to Andes. Andes coming back. He's fouled. It'll only be the 4th foul of the second half for the hometown boys. And with 35.7 seconds, the Trojans will inbound the ball. Here's Warner with it. Warner across the timeline, picking up the dribble. Inside here for Shiley. Shiley back here for Warner. Warner, and a foul called, a push foul called on Schwartzlander with 25 seconds remaining. Shiley will inbound the basketball. For Warner. Back here for Peters. Ooh, look out. Peters looked like a walk there. Here's Justin Antes. They want to get Antes loose for a shot if he can get it. He's going to step back, fire one up. It is good. He's no. They say no. They say it hit the wire up here. They say no, it hit the wire up there. With 10 seconds remaining, Justin's shot went in, but it hit the wire, and the guy called the play. No argument on the Trojan side. So apparently it hit the wire. 10 seconds remaining, and here's a foul. The foul will send Roush to the line, shooting 2 now. It's unfortunately the Trojans have fouled for the 10th time. 10 seconds remaining, and Kyle Warner will pick up his 4th, but that's incidental as Roush goes to the line to shoot 2, and the Trojans trail by 3. So any one of these will be the killer if he makes them. Let's see if he can miss a pair. I'm not sure, though. Here's his first try. It is no good. Trojans still with a life. And timeout called by Coach Calnan to give Roush something to think about here with 10 seconds remaining, and he'll be shooting his 2nd of 2. We'll be right back. I guess you couldn't expect more from 2 undefeated good basketball teams than this final ending here to this ball game. Let's see what happens. Should he miss this shot, we would get the rebound perhaps and then score. So let's see. Big point right here. It is good. That was a killer B right there. Now it's the Trojans trail by 4. Maybe we get fouled in 3-point lane. Nope, it goes loose inside. That's going to do it, and a foul called. But that's about going to do it now as the Trojans trail by 4 with just 4 seconds remaining. So it would appear as though UD will end its season plus 5-game winning streak here and suffer their first loss here at Greenwood. And Greenwood will end up moving on to a perfect 6-0 season in the Tri-Valley League as Roush makes his first one. Just poor shooting for UDA. The first half of the 3rd quarter, they came alive later on in the 4th quarter, but it was just a matter of too little too late. There's a shot from way outside for 3 is no good, and that's going to do it. So the Trojans, with a half a second remaining, will take the long bus ride home tonight from Greenwood, but it's just been one heck of a ride for these UDA Trojans. Sooner or later, it had to happen, and it happened here against a very good ball club at Greenwood. So we congratulate Coach Hauser and his ball club for really hanging in there, particularly Roush and Savercool. Savercool with those 3s. That was just kind of unstoppable, it seemed, outside there. So he helped to do the Trojans in. But a lot of cold shooting, like I mentioned, really turned the tide for UDA tonight as they were missing peepers and just about every kind of shot that you could think of. They just simply weren't going in for UDA. So the Trojans suffer defeat for the first time in the league, and certainly will regroup and come back against Middleburg coming up here in, Tuesday night. See you then. Congratulations, Coach, and good luck all the rest of the way, of course. Final score once again. Greenwood 52 and the Trojans 46.
Senior number 3, Joe Leader. Junior number 12, Matt Marks. Junior number 31, Andrew Morgan.
Well, good evening, everybody, from Lyon Mountain High School. This evening, the Trojans have taken their 6-1 Tri-Valley League record over here to the home of the Lyon Mountain Eagles. And the Eagles coming into the night's ball game with a lesser record. They're not doing real well in league play this year, but you never know with the Trojans and the Eagles get together here. It could be a very interesting basketball game. We'll find out. Scouting these guys up at Lewisburg the other night, or Lewisburg, yeah. Okay, it wasn't really much of a effort by the Eagles up there, so we'll see if they put one together tonight or will they lie down. We'll see. Here's the opening tip, going to be controlled back here to the Trojans, and this is, of course, Warner coming up with it for UDA. Near wing over here. They'll go to Shiley into the corner there for Markle. And Markle will swing it around here for a shot from outside by Warner for three. No good. And rebounded in there nicely by Brocious. And back come the Eagles quickly. Over on the wing it goes. We'll pick up these guys as we go along. Here's a shot from out in front. Good for two. So number 3, Leader, gets the first 3 points of the ball. Or no, that wasn't 3, the 31. Morgan for 2. Nice pass on the baseline. 3 fakes and a shot put up good by Markle. Here's a steal on the inbounds play. Pushed over here for a shot. No good. Return shot put up in there nicely by Zach Laudenschlager. It's 4-2 UD. Up court come the Eagles. Shot from outside, looking for 2, no good. Rebound comes off on the near wing here, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be blocked out of there nicely. Doing the blocking that time was that Kyle Warner, making a good block so the Eagle could not get after that basketball. These boys, these referees will let these guys play, apparently. As the Laudenschlager on the right wing. Look inside here for Markle. Markle spinning it back outside here for Antis. Antis, 17-foot try, good for 2. Justin Antis hits it at 6'2" UD. So pass there to that 35. He rushes it over to baseline. Good shot made over there. It's 6-4. Quickly the Trojans come up court here for Antis. Justin lost the handle, picks it up out here for Warner. 3 is Leader. Here's a pass on the baseline, but somebody got tripped up inside there. Antis got dumped and tripped over something. We didn't see. It was supposed to be an alley-oop for Justin. Didn't work. Here's Leader with it. Leader taking it over on the baseline for a shot over there. Blocked away, and they're going to call a foul on Justin Antis. As the Eagles huddle it up here to find out what's going on. And it will be number 1 going to the line, shooting 2. Krzyzewski made his first one. Here's his second try. It is good. And he ties up the ball game now, 6-6. Laudenschlager pushing it up over there, stolen away. Back with it come the, let's see, they're going to call a blocking foul on UD. And again, the Eagles hold it up out here. Going to the foul line will be number 31. Morgan, he'll shoot 2. Morgan made his first one. Here's his second try. It is no good. The Eagles take a 1-point lead now. It's 7-6. Line Mountain by 1. Warner up court for UD. This is Antis, or rather Laudenschlager for Antis now. Justin's got it, works his way inside, hops to the hoop for 2. It's good. Lifted it up nicely to Justin Antis, and then out of bounds it goes on the inbound play up here. UD by 1. Martz inbounding. Back for Leader. He'll loop it ahead here. It's tipped away, and then out of bounds it goes off the hands of Shiley. Good near steal that time out front by the Trojans as Peters checks into the ball game to replace Zach Laudenschlager for UDA. Alec Peters in there for the first time. Here's Leader. Taking it across the circle. Now for Martz. Nearly tipped away out there, but picked up again by Martz. Leader bounces it around, comes down on the baseline, dropping it back inside here. Whoa! Near walk, shot for 3. It's no good. Rebounded over there nicely by Antis. Justin coming up with the basketball for UDA. Fires it to the near wing. Here's a shot from the side by Markle, a little bit short. And Martz with the rebound. Back come the Eagles. Martz fires one up from outside here, no good. And on the rebound, let's see, it's Peters recovering that ball for UD. Back up court, it comes quickly here for Warner. Warner stopping with a 9-foot try, no good. And on the rebound, it's going to go a foul called on Alec Peters. It'll be his first, team's third rather, make that. And Martz will inbound the ball here for Morgan. Leader over on the left side. Now they'll push it back here for Morgan. His shot blocked away nicely. Picked up in there by the Trojans. Back comes Markle with it. Markle pushing it over the wing here for Andis. Andis will take it inside. Lost the handle on it. Pulls it outside again. Markle. Near wing here for Warner. Warner trying to take it in. He puts a shot up. No good. A good rebound underneath there by Shiley. Pushing it off here for Peters. And then a foul called. No, it wasn't Shiley. It was Markle. I think maybe it could have been Peters. I'm not sure. Foul will be on Martz, his first. The team's first. And Warner will inbound the ball for UDA. Hoops are right inside here for Andis for two. It wouldn't go. On the rebound, Andis has it. Took that right away from that Brocious that time. Here's a shot from outside for three by Andis. Good. Justin Andis with a 22-footer from out front. It's 11-7 UD. Brocious taking it inside for two. Too high off the glass. Turns around, puts the shot up. A foul call. The bucket's good. And a foul will be called. We'll see who the foul is on. The foul's going to be on Shiley. Justin will pick up his first. And that'll send Brocious to the line shooting one. Brocious to the line to shoot one for Line Mountain to make a three-pointer out of this, and he did. It's 11-10. Trojan lead back to one. Here's Peters. He walked with it. Alec walked with it, and that'll give the Line Mountain Eagles the opportunity to regain the lead in the ball game now as they trail by one. And Leader will inbound the basketball. Near side over here. Here's Leader out in front. Martz bounces it on the baseline, but the ball comes loose, picked up in here by Shiley. And Andis will take it out for UD. There's a move out front by Andis. Here over here for Markle. Markle spins it back outside to Shiley for two. It's good. Justin Shiley with an 18-footer. Posed nicely here on the left baseline. Stolen away by the Trojans and a foul called. The foul will send Warner to the line to shoot two for UDA. Kyle hammered that time. And Leader picks up the personal foul. Warner to the line to shoot two. Here's Kyle's first try. It is in and out, no good. Markle will check out of the ball game for UDA as Mark Mace in there to replace him. Also, Phil Stroop into the ball game for the Trojans. Here's Warner's second try. It's no good. Rebound tipped around. They'll tap it back out here. Control to Andis. Andis over the wing. Here goes Mace for two. It's good. Mark Mace drove the right baseline that time and put that shot up and in very nicely. Here's a quick pass intended for the Eagles, but out of bounds it goes, and almost through the wall goes Martz that time. Wow. Make that Gashevsky, rather. But anyway, back come the Trojans. Warner, near wing here for Peters. Looks inside. Here's Stroop with it. Phil picking it up, trying to throw it inside. It comes off here for Martz. Oh, Martz walked with it, no call. And out of bounds it goes. Whoa. Why was there no walking call there? Don't know. Brocious out there for that Morgan into the corner. Morgan again from outside, and it's no good. Rebounded nicely in there by Andis. Andis looking down the court, nothing doing. Over the wing he goes with it. They'll dump it right inside here. Turnaround shot by Stroop off the glass, good for two. Stroop gets two after a nice pass inside there for Stroop, and he knocked her home. Here's Phil Stroop picking up this loose ball, and back with it comes Mace. Mace for the Trojans, over the wing. Shot from outside for three, short. Rebound comes over here. Mace controls it for UD. Back out here for Andis. Justin Andis, near wing. This will be Peters with it. Andis for two. No good. Rebound comes over to near wing. They're going to let it go out of bounds off the shot. And we have a minute 43 left here in the first quarter. The Trojans up by 7. Smeek into the ball game. He'll inbound the ball as Shiley and Markle return to the lineup for the Trojans. So Smink with it inside here for that Morgan. Smink looping it ahead. Brocious has it, winds it on the baseline, looking for two, no good. Rebound controlled here by Shiley, who went up nicely to get that one. Did that Justin Shiley, and Justin Anders with the basketball. Stopping, looking for three, it's good. Right down the chute, and timeout called by the Line Mountain Eagles. Trojans have doubled them up here with 1:21 remaining in the first quarter. It's UDA 20 and Line Mountain 10. Like Laudenschlager returns to the UDA lineup following the Line Mountain timeout. Morgan over there for Leader. Leader across the timeline, dropping it back here for Martz. And Leader looking inside, and a push foul called on the Trojans, probably on Shiley. Yeah, it is. Justin pushing inside on the play, and he'll check out of the ball game now as Phil Stroop comes back in to replace Justin Shiley. Justin just get a little bit too excited that time and gave the guy a shove, and that was the charge or the call for the foul. Here's Morgan. Brocious over in the left wing. He'll take it onto the baseline. Has tied up over there nicely. Martz has it for Leader. Morgan. Trojans have him blocked out here pretty nicely. 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Gaszewski circling around underneath, but they can't get it into him as Martz holds it over in the wing for Gaszewski. Whoa, nearly walked with it. A good anticipation by Warner. You could see Kyle was anticipating the pass, of course, and got a foot on it, kicked it out of there, stopping the clock with 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and Martz getting ready to inbound the basketball. Leader up court with it. Into the wing. Stay back here, see if they develop a play now with 18 seconds remaining. Nope, kick ball again, but stays in bounds. Shot from the wing for three, no good. Rebound comes down here. Martz has it, tries to push it inside for Brocious, and he's fouled. And with just 6 seconds remaining in the quarter, Brocious will go to the line shooting two for the Eagles. Was on number 31, Austin Markle, his first, as Brocious puts his first shot up and wouldn't go in. He'll shoot one more with 6.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Trojans by 10. Brocious make it 9. No. Remains 10. Stroop with a rebound. Back they come. We need a shot. 3, 2. Here's Markle. This is good if it goes, but it wouldn't go. So Austin gave it an effort, but it wouldn't go. So at the end of one period, it's UDA 20 and the Line Mountain Eagles 10. Well, the Eagles with the advantage of inbounding the basketball here as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll inbound it here for Leader. Leader across the timeline, guarded out there nicely by Warner. Leader still taking it inside, dumps it off in there. Shot put up, no good. Return shot put up and hold everything. Foul called, a bucket will count. Foul will probably be on Stroop, we'll see. Check it. The foul was on Zach Laudenschlager. And Gaszewski at the line shooting one to get 3, and he got it. It's 13-20. Zach will check back out of the ball game now. Alec Peters back in there for UDA. Kyle Warner ready to inbound the basketball here for Shiley, or for rather Markle. Here's Markle with it, heading down the left wing side, picks it up. Back over in the wing they'll go here. Warner dumping it inside, but Gaszewski got a hand on that and knocked it out of bounds. And UD will inbound the ball underneath their own bucket. Trojans looking to inbound it back here for Markle from outside for 3. No good. Rebound comes down in there. Phil Stroop controls it. Here's Warner stepping up, looking for a 15-foot shot. No good. Leader with the rebound. Leader coming back with it, rolls it to the hoop, blocked out of there nicely by Hintis on the first try. Then here's Brocious looking for 2, no good. Rebounded on there on the baseline. Then Gaszewski will fire it out of bounds off the leg of either Warner or Andis, not sure. But at any rate, I'm sure that they will inbound the ball. It'll be leader inbounding. Pushes it here for Brocious. Brocious trying to move his way inside and did so. Nice move by that Scott Brocious, I think it is. I'm not sure. This is Andis on the right wing. Andis out in front here for Phil Stroop. Stroop, near wing. This is Andis. For Warner. Oh, near steal. Andis from outside looking for three. No good that time. And on the rebound, Phil Stroop will go over the back of Brocious and pick up the foul for Stroop. It'll be his first. Although I thought they gave it to Shiley. Wait a minute. No, it was Stroop. He'll pick up his first, the team's 8th. And that's going to send Brocious to the foul line. He'll be shooting a 1-on-1. Shiley checking back into the ball game for the Trojans now to replace Phil Stroop out there. And so Brocious will shoot a 1-and-1. Peters, Shiley, Markle, Andis, and Warner in there for UD. His one shot, no good, and the return shot put up by Gaszewski wouldn't go. Rebounded there to Peters, and back come the Trojans. Here's Andis. Near wing it comes over here for Markle for 2. Wouldn't go, rebounded in there to Peters. Nice rebound by Alec Peters, and then we're going to have a hold foul called. And the crowd over here from Upper Dauphin giving the officiating here quite a round of applause for the hold foul. The third of the period. The Trojans have committed 8. Or have been called for 8. There's Andis inbounding it here for Shiley. Back here, Markle and Warner. Try to set something up here now for the Trojans. Andis with it into the corner. He goes. Cross court. Now inside. Shot from outside. Warner for 3. Wouldn't go. Nice rebound inside there and a shot put up by Markle. Did you see Markle go up for that basketball that time? Way up there, and Austin will go to the line shooting 2. Markle to shoot a pair. His first shot, no good. Billow 25 and Smeek back into the ball game for Lime Mountain. Here's Austin's second try. This one is no good either, and on the rebound it's going to be controlled here to Brocious. I'll drop it back here. Now Leader will bring it up court with Warner guarding him. Hold everything. Oh my gosh, gave him a shot. Fired that ball back here, and Warner got popped in the gut that time, but I think he's going to be okay. We'll see. Jeez. Anyway, timeout momentarily called. Well, I think Kyle's going to be okay. As we have Leader at the line now shooting for the Eagles. First try, no good. Rebound, let's see. Control here to Billow, and then out of bounds it'll roll on the far side. Gonna say it went off the Trojans. The crowd really getting on these guys now. Wow. Man, they're watching a different ball game apparently. Here's Leader out in front. Now they'll push it inside Brocious, and Brocious is going to be fouled, and a hold foul called. Hold will be on Andis, I think. No, it's going to be on, won't be on, it'll be on, let's see. It's going to be on Mace. And that'll send Brocious to the line shooting 2. The Trojans have picked up their 10th team foul of the half. First shot is no good. So far the penalties have not hurt the Trojans because they've been missing their shots as Warner checks back into the ball game. He'll replace Markle for UDA. So Kyle back in there. Brocious will try his second shot. And here it is, and it is no good. Missed a pair. Rebounded there by Andis. Justin from outside, 3-foot try, good. Or 3-point try, 22 feet out. Nice. 23-15. Trojans open up an 8-point margin. This is Smink. Tipped away, picked up by Brocious. He'll try to head it inside. Shot put up. Good for 2. 23-17 UD. Back with it comes Warner. Warner with 5:12 left here in the first half. Slow it down out in front here now as they'll go into the wing here for Mace. Mace cross the court he goes. Andis from 23 feet out. Just a little bit short that time. Big rebound in there by Shiley for 2. It's good. Justin Shiley with a nice rebound and a good putback for the Justin guy. And back comes Brocious. So back here for leader. Warner guarding him. Picking it up. Inside they go to Brocious. Back outside. Here's Billow for 2. No good. Rebounded in there by that Morgan, who was back in there, and he's got 2. Timeout called by the Trojans, so Coach Calnon's going to call a 30-second timeout. It's a 6-point lead now for UDA, 25-19, 4:34 remaining here in the half. Mace getting ready to inbound the basketball following the Trojan timeout here now. And Mark inbounds it here for Antis. Antis fires it over the far side, picked up over there by Warner. Warner spinning it down. Bounce pass near wing over here, out of bounds. Right past Mark Mace it goes, and it'll be Gaszewski and Martz returning to the Eagle lineup. 25-19, Trojans by 6 as leader brings it up court. Here's Martz moving it over on the left wing. Pushing it there for leader. Inside they'll go. Now back out here for Brocious. Picks up the loose ball. Peters leaning on him a little bit. And they give it back here for Martz. His pass on the baseline. He tries to roll it across. Puts a shot up. No good. And on the rebound we've got Antis going to the floor on the tie-up. Antis tying it up nicely in there for UD. 3:55 left in the first half. It's 25-19. Not a very good angle for that scoreboard, but anyway, you get the idea. And back come the Trojans. On the baseline, tipped away, and back with it comes Martz. So the Trojans getting a little bit sloppy out here at the moment, as Martz will take it down. Push it near side here for Brocious. Brocious back for Martz. Martz tries the baseline inside. Nice pass for Brocious for 2. Shot wouldn't go, and a foul called. Foul's going to be called on Gaszewski. And that'll give the Trojans the ball back here with 3.5 minutes remaining in a first half. 6-point lead for UD. Well, the Trojans see if we can't open it up a little bit here before halftime. It's only 6 points. Near side here comes in there Peters, jumping it back outside. Go over there for Andis. Looping it here for Stroop. Stroop inside, nearly stolen away. Peters for 2. It's good. Nice bounce pass as they got away with one there, I think, and Alec Peters able to roll that one up and in good. Here's leader. Pushing it near side here for Martz. Martz on the baseline looking for 2. It is no good. Rebounded to Peters, who had good position inside for that rebound. Near wing over here. Here's Warner going for 2. No good. And on the floor it goes. Stroop's got it. Now it's going to be tied up. And on the tie-up it'll be possession going to Line Mountain this time. As Laudenschlager and Markle return to the Trojan lineup, replacing Peters and Mace for Coach C. Martz up court for Lion Mountain. Here's Martz. Shot from the wing for 2 is good. And timeout called momentarily to retrieve the ball. It was Martz with the bucket that time. Here's Warner. And a hold foul will be called on Martz. That'll be the 6th team foul. Next one will put the Trojans in the bonus. Or put the Trojans in the bonus. 2:22 left here in the half. Kyle Warner, near wing for Markle. And Warner inside. They'll go over the wing. Now on the baseline. Here's Ladenschlager back outside here. Warner from outside off a little bit. Rebounded nicely inside here to Markle. Ladenschlager back outside for three. Just off the mark. Rebounded there to UD. Now right inside for Stroop for two. It's good. Good pass. You can see that one coming from Warner to Matt Stroop, and Stroop put her home. Trojans up the margin here now as Brocious gets tied up inside, gets it back out here for that Morgan guy. Morgan for two. No good. Rebounded nicely in there to Markle. Markle breaking back 2-on-1. And Ladenschlager tried to go deep with it to a pass underneath. But kind of rolled off there and was tapped out of bounds by Lyon Mountain. Minute and a half left here in the half. For two for Andis. No good. He gets a rebound, does Ladenschlager. He puts a shot up. He is mobbed underneath there. No foul called. And golly, how did they come with no foul on that? A block, I guess. And they're going to let Warner inbound the ball for UD. Here's Markle taking it to the hoop for two. He's fouled. And Austin will go to the line shooting two freebies. Foul will be on Brocious. And Markle will shoot a pair. Brocious picked up his first personal foul. Austin misses his first freebie. 29-21, Trojans by 8. Let's see if Austin can get us our 30th point here. Yes, he did. 30-21, Trojans by 9 now with 1:19 left. This is Morgan. Picking up the dribble, stolen away nicely by a couple of Trojans. Markle with it for UD. Over the wing there for Warner. Warner comes back outside. Ladenschlager for three. Just off the mark. Rebound underneath there. Controlled to Brocious. And the Eagles come back with Martz. Bouncing it on the baseline there, and they'll dump it off on the wing. And a shot put up. The shot's good. Foul will be on Andis. A good fake that time on the initial shot. And that will send Gaszewski to the line shooting one to get three. Justin Andis will come out of the ball game for UDA with 47 seconds remaining here in the first half. And it'll be Mark Mason there to replace Justin as Gaszewski shoots one. Missed it. Rebounded in there nicely to Mark Mason. Mark will start it up court for UD. 40 seconds left here in the half. Warner says we'll slow it down and go for a final shot, which the Trojans have done. And they've been successful on that final one about, I'd say, 30% of the time. And the chant of boring, of course, goes out from the home crowd, no matter who you are or where you are. Now they'll attack him. And this goes over the wing. They'll throw it away. That stall thing there, I'm telling you, that the percentage just went down to 22%, I think. That just doesn't work. I don't know why. I'd sooner see the kid go out there, sit on the ball, and have a tie-up. Now they'll throw it away out of bounds. It goes off the Trojans with 9 seconds left in the quarter. In the half, actually. As leader goes to inbound it here for Brocious. Outside it comes. There's a shot from out there by Morgan for three. No good. Rebounded right in there to Markle. And that's going to do it as the half comes to an end. But I don't know. The Trojans are allowing the Eagles to remain in this ball game, and that's highly unlikely that they should. But anyway, it's a 7-point lead at halftime. Now UDA 30 and the hometown Eagles 23. Back with the second half in just one moment. Well, we're back with the second half action here now as the Trojans will get the inbound of basketball playing out in front of us here. Their end of the court, offensive end of the court, be right here in front of us. So we'll see if they can expand on that margin. It's a 7-point margin here as we go into the second half. Kyle Warner, he's challenged by a couple of guys, goes right underneath here for Shiley for two. It's good. So they come out and challenged Warner, did two of the Eagles, left Shiley uncovered underneath the basket, and he put it home. Here's Morgan for two. It's good. So he quickly gets those two back for the Eagles. Here's Shiley with it again for Markle. Near wing here for Andis inside. Now they'll spin it back out. Warner for three. It's good. Kyle Warner with a nice three-pointer for UDA. And back come the Eagles. This is shot for two, too high off the side of the glass, and recovered inside here by Gosiewski for two. It's good. So Gosiewski making a move inside after he got that rebound of the first shot. Pass inside here for Shiley, and then the pass is going to go out of bounds, tipped by the Eagles. So it'll be UD ball. Eagles being very tough, playing a whole 100% better than they played up at Lewisburg. 100%. They got just blown out up there. Andis for three from outside, just off the mark. Rebound on the far side, controlled by Laudenschlager. Nice rebound by Zach Laudenschlager. Inside with a nice pass for Shiley. A good no-look pass inside. Andis faking it right, firing it there to Shiley, who took that pass. I mean, it's like a baseball throw. Jeez, outside for two, no good. Rebounded nicely here to Warner. Warner will pick it up. Up court he comes with it. Stopping. Now underneath for two, just underneath too far was Markle, and back with it comes Brocious. So that could have worked, but Markle underneath too far that time. For three, no. Rebounded in here to Laudenschlager. Matt with a real long pass down here, and Shiley's got, I mean, geez, looks like he's being mugged over there, and finally a push foul call to Markle to go to the line shooting two. Jeez, what was the early call? Foul was on Morgan, and Markle at the line to shoot two. Come on, Austin. Need him here. His first try. Good. 32-27, 5-point ball game. 38-27. What am I saying? 38-27. Second try. In and out, no good, wouldn't stay down. Brocious with a rebound. Ooh, near steal over there by Markle, but down the court goes ball stolen away nicely. Jeez, look at this battle. Arms and legs and whatever. They're going to call it a tie-up, or they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Morgan. Man, push is right. Morgan picks up his third personal. Off court comes Warner with it. For Shiley. Shiley looking, nothing doing. Warner faking the shot, puts it over here for Andis on the baseline. He'll drive it inside. Nope, but before the shot, he walked on the end line. And so that was disallowed. 38-27, Trojans by 11. As Martz brings it up court. Martz wandering over on the wing. Now takes it inside, near side over here. Morgan for two. No good. Rebounded nicely, and a foul called. A foul will be on Brocious rather. And Brocious will pick up his second. 5:23 remaining here in the third quarter. And the Trojans up court. This is Warner for UD. Andis near wing for Laudenschlager. Zach looking for something to happen inside. He's mugged. A foul will be on Gosiewski. Team's fourth. And UD will inbound. So the fouls which were lacking in the first half for Lyon Mountain now sort of piling up here in the early going of the third period. Here's Shiley with it. Shiley looping a nice pass over here for Andis for three. Just off the mark. Rebound tipped around on the other side and out of bounds it goes. It's going to stay down here. They say it went off the Eagles. And so Marco will inbound the ball for UD. Here's Warner. For Andis. Andis dumps it over the wing. Driving it inside. Markle for two. It's good. Austin Markle for two on the drive. 40-27. Trojans by 13. Trojan bunch over there starting to cheer a little bit harder. Shot no good. Rebounded in there to Warner. Warner, quick pass up here for Antis. Antis will try to go in the baseline with it. His shot put up and out of bounds it goes. They say it was blocked out of there. And so UD will inbound the ball. Warner getting ready to inbound for the Trojans. 4:23 left here in the third. Shiley. This is Antis. Markle and Warner. Warner will take charge out front now. Here's Warner. Warner for three. Just off the mark. Rebounder over there to the Trojans. Shot put up by Zach Laudenschlager. He's fouled. And Zach will go to the line. He will be shooting two. However, before Zach can shoot, the Eagles have called timeout. 4:07 left in the third. It's 40-27 UDA. And when we come back, Zach will be at the line shooting two. The Eagle timeout is over now, so Zach goes back to the foul line shooting his first of two. There's his first one, and it is good. 41-27, and Zach will get to shoot another one. His second one is good also. So Zach Laudenschlager, two good foul shots. And back comes Mr. Leader up the court for the Eagles. Dribbling it off his knee and whatever. Anyway, he goes around the right wing side, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound, let's see, controlled in here by Gosiewski. His shot won't go, but he's fouled, and Gosiewski will go to the line shooting two. Foul was on Antis, and Justin picks up his third. That will send Gosiewski to the line shooting two. Peters and Mace return to the lineup to replace Antis and Laudenschlager for the UDA. Gosiewski made it a 14-point differential. He can make it 13 if he puts this one in, which he did not. And on the rebound, let's see, controlled over there and a foul. A foul will be called on the Eagles. Foul is on 12 Martz. He picks up his fourth. He'll check back out of the ball game now as he picks up personal foul number 4, a non-shooting variety. So UD will inbound the basketball as they do here to Mace. Mace looping it ahead over here and over the head of everybody. Mark fires that one out against the blue wall here at this nice gymnasium here at the Eagle Land, Line Mountain. So back comes Leader, the leader of the pack. Leader spins it on the wing, tries to go inside with it. The ball is kicked, and it will be inbounded by the Eagles. Martz will inbound. Shot from over there by that Smink, no good. Rebound, let's see, comes back here, and they'll spin it here for Morgan. Morgan for three, it's good. Morgan gets three, and the Trojans coming back now with Markle. Pushing it over there for a shot from the side by Shiley, no good. Rebounded here to that Morgan. And Morgan, near wing. Smink, inside they go. Now on the baseline for Gosiewski for two, it's good. So they work that one around nicely, and timeout's going to be called by the Trojans as that 14-point lead now down to 9. It's 42-33 with 2:57 remaining here in the third. Trojans call timeout. Trojans will inbound the basketball following their timeout now. We have 2:56 remaining here in the third quarter, as the Trojans will bring it up court. There's Warner with it for UD. For Markle. Warner from outside for three. Nope, just off the mark. Rebounded in there by Gosiewski, who went up high to get that one. And back come the Eagles. Eagles hanging in there. They'll bounce it over here for that Morgan. Morgan for two, no good. Rebound, let's see, underneath, and a foul called. A push foul is going to be called on the Trojans, probably on Stroop, I believe. Yep, Stroopy picks up the foul. For Phil, it's his second. Morgan with it for Line Mountain. Stopping and popping. It's good for 2. 35-42. That 14 margin down to 7. Here's Markle. Markle trying to drive the baseline. Nothing doing. Now inside they go with a nice pass to Phil Stroop. Good pass from Kyle Warner to Phil Stroop, and Phil put her home. Hard pass. Good that Phil could catch that son of a gun. Here's Phil guarding. Morgan again. No good. Rebounded in there to Peters, but then he gives it away. Morgan with a shot. No good. Stroop with a rebound this time. He'll throw it over here for Warner, who is heading downfield. Here's a nice shot put up by Mace. Wouldn't go. Second try. Good. So Mark Mace, after a good pass from Kyle Warner, again putting his own shot back and getting 2. Their leader losing the handle. Out front here now. They'll swing it on the near wing here for that Morgan guy. He'll step up for 2. No good. Rebound underneath there. Controlled to the Eagles. They'll dump it right here for Gosiewski for 2. It's good. So a good pass out underneath there to Gosiewski, and Gosiewski put it home. Strube down in there for Markle. Markle to drive the baseline. Putting the shot up. No good. Rebound comes down here. Let's see. Mace will battle for it for UD. Back outside for Warner. Cross court it goes to Markle. Now shooting it inside again for the good pass. A good strong pass to Peters this time. Can't give Kyle Warner too much credit for that. I mean, he just deserves it because he fires that ball in there, and Alec Peters able to stick it home. Here's Brocious pushing it over for a shot by Smink. Good for 2. 48-39 Trojan lead at 9. Quick pass down on the baseline. Shot by Markle. Good for 2. Markle, 9-footer from out on the left baseline. And back come the Eagles. This is Leader with it. Leader dropping it near wing. Back for a shot by Morgan. No good. Maybe partially blocked. Hard to tell. Picked up in there by Markle. Ahead here for Peters. Peters dropping it off over there for Warner. Warner near side over here. They'll push it back here. There's Stroopy for 2. Wouldn't go. The buzzer goes, and Phil Stroop will be at the line shooting 2 for UDA as time has expired here in the 3rd period. But the Trojans will shoot 2. They'll get the cheerleaders off the court here now as Phil goes to the line to shoot a pair. And then we'll come back with the 4th period. Trojans lead now by 11. Phil can push this up a little bit. Yep, that's 12. That's 1. Do it again, Phil. His second try, just a little bit short. So he made 1 out of 2. That makes it a 51-39 12-point lead now for the Trojans going into the final period here at Line Mountain. 4th period ready to get underway now as the Eagles have the advantage of inbounding the basketball for the 4th and final period here at Line Mountain. As Leader brings her up court. Pushing it back here for Brocious. Brocious trying for 2. Good. Got Brocious for 2. Down the court it goes here for Markle. Markle driving it to the hoop. Oh, shot wouldn't go. Rebounded in there by the Eagles. That was Gosiewski with a rebound. Here's Brocious looking for 2. And a blocking foul will send Brocious to the line, perhaps shooting 2. We'll see if it was before the shot or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was. Foul was on Shiley. And he'll pick up his 3rd. And Brocious to the line shooting 2. Well, Brocious missed his first one. Here's his second try. It is no good. Missed a pair. Rebounded in here to Antis. Justin Antis coming back for UD. Just a little under his regular. Oh, another nice pass inside for Shiley from Warner. Justin, I think, a little below his average tonight, so I'll have to get Justin a couple of buckets here. Another nice pass by Kyle Warner in there to Shiley that time. Man, oh, here's a walk with it. As timeout will be called by the Line Mountain Eagles. 7:09 left here in that ball game, and the Trojans lead by a dozen, 53-41. Eagle timeout is over, and so Warner gets ready to inbound here for UD. Kyle playing an excellent ball game as the quarterback out there for UD. Near wing here comes to Laudenschläger, who is back in there now to Warner. He has Markle on the left wing. Shiley has it, however. Here's Warner. Ooh, Warner might have had the shot. Bringing it out here for a shot for Antis. No good. On the rebound, ball comes back out here. Antis has it. Takes it inside. Looks for an 8-foot try. No good. Rebound tip back out here, and Warner's got it for UD. Bumped into by Leader. No call on the chase of that basketball. Over on the wing. Shiley set up over there. Good. Nope, no good that time. It comes down here for the Eagles. Leader up court with it for Line Mountain. Right here for Brocious, and he'll dump it off for Gaszewski for two. It's good. Nice play as Brocious got it inside, dumped it off to Gaszewski, who was standing there alone on the baseline, and was able to put it home. Good play by the Eagles. Here's Laudenschläger. Looking for something to develop inside. Nothing doing there. Here's Warner from outside. Just off the mark. Rebounded on there by Shiley. Antis for two. No good. Rebound comes down here and it's picked off by that Smink. And he'll drop it for Leader. 53-43, 10-point ball game. Morgan from outside. Good for three. And all of a sudden it's a 7-point ball game. And we're going to get the Eagle fans wound up here if we're not careful. Here's Warner pushing it out there for Markle. Markle spins it here. It's stolen away. Leader going down with it. Shoots. Good for two. Timeout called by the Trojans. A 5-point ball game. It's UDA 53 and the hometown Eagles 48. We'll be right back. Well, the Trojan full timeout is over now, and back they come. So we're going to have to see if we got it to hang in here now against these Eagles. They push it inside, but a reach-in foul called on Leader. And UD will be shooting as Antis will line up at the foul line to shoot a 1-and-1. There's Justin's first try, and it is good. 54-48, 6-point margin. Justin can make it a 7-point. He puts this one in. It is good. Two good foul shots by that Justin Antis. And back up the court come the Eagles. Bouncing it in there for Brocious. Lost the handle on it. Ball rolls back here through the hands of Leader. Boy, I'll tell you. Now they'll swing it inside and out of bounds. It goes off the hands of the Eagles. As it went off, they rule it went off the hands of Smink. And so UD will inbound the ball. Trojans catch a break there. Ball rolling loose from the Eagles that time. They were totally out of control. A couple of guys couldn't control it. Here's Markle with it for UD. Bouncing it here for Warner. Warner with Smink on him. They'll loop it inside here now for Markle. He'll spin it back outside for three. It's good. As Kyle Warner hits a three. 58-48, that 5-point margin back up to 10 now for UD. Here's a shot by Morgan. Off the mark. Rebounded inside there by Brocious. Gets tapped out of there by the Trojans. 4:05 left here in the ball game. Leader inbounding. Pushing it back here for Brocious. Smink for two. No good. And a rebound comes down in there to Markle. Back here for Warner. Warner stopping. Goes inside with it for a shot by Shiley. No good. Rebound over here by Laudenschläger. She's tied up. And on a tie-up, it'll be a UDA ball. It'll stay Trojan ball. And it will be Warner inbounding the ball for UDA. Shiley. Here's Antis going for a walk first. So that won't go anywhere. 3:46 left. And the Eagles will inbound on the side. Here comes Leader. Crowd of up and off and shouting defense, chanting defense. Inside it goes. Shot put up and in good by the Eagles, and timeout called by Line Mountain. 3:32 left in the ball game, and the Trojans leading by 8. Okay, the Eagle timeout is over. The Trojans will inbound the basketball now as Kyle Warner gets set to do that for the Trojans. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. It's a 8-point Trojan lead. Warner trying to take it inside, does so, puts a shot up, wouldn't go. On the rebound, let's see. Smeek has it for the Eagles. So the Trojans will have to drop back here and play some defense. Warner guarding Brocious out there. You see Warner in here with Brocious. Here's Smeek. Tries to go inside with it. Stolen away by Laudenschlager. Picked it off the hands of Smeek. Ahead here for Andis. Andis for 2. It's good. Justin Andis for 2 after the steal by Zach the Ripper Laudenschlager. And back come the Eagles. Now trailing by 10. 60-50. Ooh, tried to go inside with it. Pushes it over the wing. Shot from over there for 3. It's good. Morgan for 3. And a lead down to 7. 60-53. Clock down to 2.5 minutes. Played 1 minute of those 3.5, so down to 2.5 now. As they'll push it over in the wing. Shiley playing with it back out front here for Markle. Markle guarded by Morgan. Here's Warner pushing it over in the wing. Again, the Trojans run a little time off here now. They will not go into a real stall, but they'll try to put the Eagles to sleep here. Eagles in a man. Here's a shot put up and in. Good as Warner worked his way inside for 2. Good bucket by Kyle Warner. Saw the opening and took it. Now here's Leader looking for 2. His shot is good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 1 to get 3. Whoa. With 1:47 left here in the ball game. The Eagles by 7, but the 3-point play here coming up for Leader may make it a 6-point lead. We'll see. And has picked up personal foul number 4, I believe it was on Justin. Shot by Leader is no good. Rebounded over here to Laudenschlager. He'll pick it up for Andis. Andis coming up court with it for UD. Peters off the bench for the Trojans. He'll be coming into the ball game. They'll spin it back outside here for Markle. And Markle near wing here.